Hey y'all, Alyece Smith here, and welcome to the Socially Ausome Podcast, where we empower mompreneurs to implement simple social media strategies into their businesses and elevate their online presence. I'm a mompreneur of three, an affiliate marketer, a network marketer, an influencer, a social media marketing agency owner, and your personal guru. I am here to give you tips, tricks, and tools that you need to build your social media business. Let's dive in.
Everyone, welcome back to the Socially Ausome Podcast. Alyece Smith here, and I'm very excited to dive into today's topic about residual income. You guys, this is something that we hear tossed around a lot, especially in the network marketing industry, but so many people just shake their head and go, and don't really understand the power of it. So I will preface this by saying I am going to be talking about residual income in many different aspects, but for the most part in reference to being in the network marketing space. What I want you to understand is there are a lot of different ways to earn residual income. If you are new to the network marketing space or you haven't seen the success that you want to see there, stick around. This may open your eyes a little bit, okay? If you're anti-MLM or anti-network marketing, I still invite you to stick around because it may help you change your mind a little bit. But if not, you may want to just skip this episode, okay? So you see, my fellow mompreneurs, entrepreneurs, and everyone that's tuning in, making long-term wealth is just not about working harder. Okay, it's just not about working harder. It's about working smarter. And that's where residual income comes into play. Okay, so before we dive super deep into this, let's break it down for those who might not be familiar with the concept, residual income. All right. So residual income often is referred to as passive income. It is money that keeps flowing in after the initial work has been done. So let me emphasize that with like all the exclamation points, all the italics. Initial work. That initial work might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, it might be 15 freaking years, okay? But you have to understand that you have to do the work up front to be earning on the back end. All right. So it's the kind of income that doesn't require you to trade your time for dollars in the long run. Okay. And it's the leverage that can transform your financial future. I recently went to the Faith Over Fear conference, which was filled with a ton of different network marketers that were just millionaires. They've made millions in the space. One actually got up on stage and said she made $21 million in a year. Okay, my mouth about hit the damn floor because I was like, please God help me make $21 million this year. But seriously, do you think she did that by sitting in her robe and doing absolutely nothing? No, she's got to put in the work up front. All right, so first let's talk about leverage. Residual income is the ultimate leverage. It allows you to multiply your efforts without having to put in extra hours. So think about it like this. You build an online course, you write a book, you invest in income producing assets, or you start a network marketing business, okay? Once these are in place, they continue to generate income without your constant presence. It's like planting a money tree that keeps bearing fruit, right? So I'm going to talk mostly about network marketing, like I said, because I'm active in that space and I know the most about it. You may be in the building phase for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, but I'm telling you right now, I know someone in real life who started building with a company in the very beginning. And I don't even know how old that company is now. It's over 20 years old. I know that for a fact because I remember being a kid and them selling products. But they are now sitting back and they do very little. I mean, maybe like 2 hours a week of work. And they are making bank. Okay, so do you think that they had to do nothing in the beginning? No, they had to do work in the beginning, but that's residual income, right? So without their constant presence, they do not have to be constantly present right now. They're not trading time for money anymore. And their seeds that they planted 20 years ago are still bearing fruit. So understand the power of leverage. Okay, it's leveraging your time. The second is financial security. So let's discuss financial security a little bit. Residual income provides a safety net. It gives you that peace of mind knowing that even if you face unexpected challenges, you still have income coming in. Okay, in a world of uncertainty, having a source of income that's not tied to a traditional 9 to 5 can be a game changer. And I'm going to give you, I'm not going to talk about this for super long because it's a super sad story. But at the time of this recording, at the time I'm doing this episode, Jessie Lee Ward passed away 2 days ago, and she is was a powerhouse in the network marketing space. I want to say she was like the number one income earner forever. Okay. But she had stage 4 colon cancer, and she shared a lot of her story that if she wouldn't have spent the time building that business, she wouldn't have had income over the last several months, because when she was diagnosed with colon cancer and had to have all these treatments and be at the hospital and constantly be absent, do you think a 9 to 5 could have provided for her? Do you think a 9 to 5 could have even allowed her to be able to afford the treatment? So it was financial security for her that all of these efforts that she'd been putting into her team, putting into her business over the last several years, she was able to be in the hospital getting the treatment she needed and still had the money to pay the hospital bills, still had the money to make sure her family was okay and taken care of and all of the things. So, it is, I mean, she will be deeply missed, and she was a legend, and legends don't die. But that just proved the financial security of building residual income. So the third thing I want to talk about is legacy building. So let's talk a little bit about what a legacy is, right? Residual income can be passed down future generations, creating a lasting impact. It's about setting your family up for financial success and leaving a meaningful legacy. So I know this personally because in my journey of entrepreneurship, which was inspired by, all three of my children, but ultimately the push I needed to get into entrepreneurship was because of Caiden and his autism. Residual income has allowed me to be there for him while I'm building our family's future. So meaning there are days where I have to be absent from my desk. I got to be at therapies or doctor's appointments or whatever, and I'm still making money. And that's what you have to understand. So, of course, building residual income isn't without its challenges. It takes effort, dedication, smart strategies, but you can get started on your path to residual riches and still live your life actively. And that's what I want people to understand so much. So let me give you some actionable tips really quickly, and then we will wrap up. So let's explore a few different avenues for creating residual income streams. I talked mostly about network marketing today. Affiliate marketing can be somewhat of a residual income stream because there are some affiliate companies that have different levels. There's also the idea of if you build an email list, which is huge in affiliate marketing, you have to build an email list. If you're building an email list today, you own that email list. You could continue to email offers to that list and engage with that list for years to come. So in a sense, affiliate marketing could also be a residual income strategy for you, and investing in different assets like real estate and stocks. So real estate is actually on my list to get into real estate in 2024. It's a goal of mine. And I've gotten into stocks and option trading and stuff this year, actually. So it's really exciting to see how that's going to be building. But I'll share some personal insights and strategies that have worked for me and my clients with you guys in my group, Socially Ausome Entrepreneurs. So if you're not already in that group, make sure you get in the show notes, click the link, get in there. I'm pretty open in there. I'm pretty honest. I'm vulnerable. I talk about all the things. So that is a wrap for today's episode, you guys. Man, 10 minutes goes by so quick. I want to thank you for joining me as always. And remember, making long-term wealth is within your reach. And residual income is your leverage. You just have to be unapologetically you, be awesome, and start building your path to financial abundance. So as always, take a screenshot of you listening to this, throw it in your stories, and tag me at Alyece Smith. I would absolutely love to share it to my audience. It's one of the best ways for you to get in front of other people's audiences and grow your own. Okay, so that's leveraging other people's audiences. All right, we talked about that some today. If you haven't already left a review for the podcast, it would absolutely mean the world to me if you did. It is the best compliment you can give. Like I talked about, make sure you're in our group. You can check out the link in the show notes below. And also, there's tons of resources in the show notes for you, free resources that you can get, free guides, different things like that that can help you with your business. So until next time, guys, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome.
Hey, thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I'm Alyece Smith, your host, and let me tell you how you can get a free social media audit from me. Make sure that your profile is optimized and you're ready to build. Take a screenshot of you listening to this episode, throw it in your stories and tag me. You can find my handle in the show notes. I will share it to my entire audience, and you will be entered to win one of the 5 free audits that I'll be doing every single month. Number 2, if you found any value out of this episode or any of my episodes at all, please feel free to leave a review. It is the best compliment you can give. Lastly, make sure you check out the link to get into my free community, Socially Ausome Entrepreneurs. It's in the show notes. We go live in there weekly with guest trainings and more. Until next time, make it simple, make it social, and make it awesome.